What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Alexander Vargas and I have a Subaru and he has a Mustang. Was that the weirdest intro you've ever heard in your life? Okay, so what we are doing today is something a little random that Jordan's been wanting to do for a long time, and we basically decided we're just going to go for it today, see how it goes, is making tire letters with spray paint and a weird stencil thing. So we're gonna spray it on kind of like the RWB Porsche like idlers thing, if you guys know what I'm talking about. We're downloading the font right now. We're gonna print it out letter by letter and lay it out on this weird like mesh thing, cut it out, spray it on, and we'll see how it goes. So
okay, now we need to measure the Subaru. Yeah, because your profile's a little bit smaller. We could do probably somewhere in between. Instead of 1 3/4 we could do like 1.5 inches.
Yours are way bigger than mine.
How much is yours?
This is bad because my full sidewall is 1 1/4 inches. So my max tire letters that I could do is 1 1/4 inches. Like seriously, I'm doing 1 1/4 inches. So our first round of printing out Potenza, well, we both have Bridgestone Potenza SO4 pole positions, I think is what we both have. The letters were a little too big, and then so we had to scale it down to 1 1/4 inches is what our sidewalls are going to look good with. So now we printed those letters out, and now we're going to cut the letters out. Then I think we're going to like lay them out in a curve, like with the flow of the tire, and see how it works out. So alright, so we cut out our letters, and then we lined them up, and I actually spelt it completely dyslexic. It was really funny. You guys should have been there, but I didn't have my camera. So now we're going to line up the letters to the tires and kind of get the curvature of what we need. I have 18-inch wheels. He has 19-inch wheels. So it might work if we can find a little even middle ground. If not, then we're going to have to do two different stencils. But we think we could figure out about the same. So that's what we're doing now. So this is what we're working with for spacing. We're just gonna lay out all the letters and see what the curvature we need is.
And spacing. So
whatever it is, the spacing, curvature, all kinds of stuff.
Curvature,
yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know how I just took a photo, but that's basically.
It's gonna be kind of dope.
It's basically what we're working with right here, but it's gonna be white, and
stand back and look at
it should look pretty good. Oh, it's gonna look good. Are you stoked? I don't know how we're gonna get this like this on a stencil, but you know, we'll figure it out. We're making progress here. We are making progress. We have these letters lined up. It looks a little weird on camera, but it's gonna work. Like,
does it actually look weird on camera?
Well, like the E looks a little off, but like it's not. The N might be a little off, but we'll fix it.
Alright, so we got the stenciling all lined up. We're giving the spray can a little shake and bake. And then we're gonna spray on the Potenza so that we can get the outline of the letters on the stencil, cut them out, and then it'll be super easy to put it on the tire and then actually get it on there.
I think I'm feeling good. I think we're good.
I'm a little nervous because it's a very light color on white.
Honestly, light color, but you know, like,
did it get under?
It probably got under, and we probably can't see an outline whatsoever. But like, you know, it's trial and error.
No,
trial and error.
We're not gonna be able to see it.
We're not gonna be able to see it whatsoever. But like, you know, like it's all for the drive. Shout out to Will. He left today. Super sad. Yesterday. I'm leaving. So if you're gonna do this at home, you probably already realized that we're actually pretty stupid and trying to cut when it's painted. And it's still wet. It's just not working out because it's sticking to our fingers. Like, we have paint all over our hands. We have work in a couple hours. I don't know why we spray it. Honestly, in our head, it made a lot of sense to spray and then using the outline of the stencil, but we're stupid and we could have just like cut with the letters being there instead of using like a paint outline. I don't know. So now we're kind of struggling because the paint is like still wet and sticky, and it's gonna work out in the end, I know, but it's just taking a little bit longer than we thought. So that probably took us like a good 30 minutes, 35 minutes to actually cut out all the letters, which are now right here. It was pretty difficult, but just have a really sharp straight edge and you should be good to go. So now we're just gonna spray on this cardboard to see what it looks like. I think it's gonna look okay. Not awful.
Not awful.
It's not horrible. Like, the way that the, oh, we didn't even try to do the the little P like outline thing. Remember? Putting a little D right there. Work in progress, work in progress.
Alright, what are we doing?
Honestly, it's probably not even curvatured right, but we're gonna go for the spray right now. It literally took us years to set this thing up. It's gonna be blurry, but we're gonna go for it. Okay, you ready?
Go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
A lot of paint in my car, a lot of paint in my car.
Oh my god.
Honestly, this could be amazing.
Wait, you want to do it now?
What?
That's it? You're not gonna do a second coat?
It's done.
You're not gonna do a second coat?
It's done.
You're not gonna do a second coat?
No, it's good.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Dun da da da. There's hella tape everywhere.
Why is so much tape back here? Dude. What the f? What'd you do back here?
Do we not need to mask it off back there?
What the heck?
Okay, good overspray, dude.
It's all good. I'll wipe that off. Can you help a brother out and stop filming? Who cares?
You're getting so stressed. Okay, where are we at?
Oh. Alright, so like, a lot of trial and error. Honestly, paint's not coming off.
I'm crying. I'm crying right now.
It seemed like to work a lot better in my head. It worked a lot better in my head. Like, honestly, now it's got one tire.
Okay, wait. Honestly, take off the maskings. Take a step back. Let's just,
you know, like, got Potenzas. Like, fuck. Honestly, it could have been worse.
it's not bad. Can I see it rolling?
Like,
Drive by and let's see it rolling.
it's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, I think it would have looked better.
I love how we sprayed.
Shut up. Shut up.
You know how we sprayed Potential over Bridgestone?
No, honestly, it's not bad from right here, bitch. Wasn't that what?
It's not bad. I actually like it. If you did both sides, top and bottom, and then it would. I think it doesn't look bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Let's spray yours now then. One tire. One tire.
I would pull up to my house and my dad would literally be like, "What did you do?"
I mean, no, it's growing on me. It's not horrible.
No, I like it actually. I like it. It just needs to be on both sides, like top and bottom of the tire.
I'm
Can I see it rolling?
I don't have my keys. Yo, go grab my keys.
It looks like there's tape stuck to my tire, but like, if we just top and bottom.
Honestly, if all of a sudden on the freeway you just see all the letters say like Potsnia, you know, like just kind of flies off.
I'll be okay.
It's gonna be okay. Like, for a first attempt, not bad. Like, we have the right idea. I think we're definitely going to attempt round 2 tomorrow. The day after. Honestly, not bad. It's day 2 of the project, and as you can see, the tire letters are still on. They didn't fly away like Jordan's did. I met up with Jordan at work, and he literally had just kind of like a white dust on his tires, like super light. And anyway, it was basically all gone off his tires. Mine stayed on. I think his didn't stay on because he had a tire shine on his car, and we kind of like forgot. And we sprayed anyway, so it didn't really bond well. But my paint's still on. I honestly don't think it looks that bad. I'm not finished, obviously. If I can somehow get that paint off and restart today, I'm definitely gonna do that. Also, the reason why I'm doing this is I assume I'm gonna need tires pretty soon, so I don't really care if I mess up on the paint. Just kind of messing around. So today what I'm gonna do is I'm going to a arts and crafts store. I just realized it sounds kind of bad. I'm working on my car, going to arts and crafts stores. Anyway, this is the kind of stuff that I like to do. So I'm gonna go to an arts and crafts store, and I'm gonna look for a a thin plastic material that I can use that as a stencil. Instead of the stuff I used yesterday that was flexible, I want this stuff to be not as flexible, maybe slightly, just so I could see if I can get sharper lines. Like a couple of the letters, like the E, the outline stencil was like kind of like bending over, so it was hard to get like a sharp line. So I was looking up videos on people doing it. Like it's called like the Idler style or the RWB tire letters, like the way he puts idlers on it. He uses like a plastic stencil, so I'm gonna try that. My goal isn't to get like the sharpest lines on the letters. I'm kind of going for the kind of blurry look. So I'm just gonna go for it. We're gonna head to the plastic store and see what we can find. So get this, I search on Google, plastic store in Santa Cruz. Clearly that's where I live. So what comes up is this place called Gary's Plastics. I was like, okay, can't find it anywhere. I'm in like some weird neighborhood, not feeling the vibes. That's why I didn't bring my camera. So I walk in there, no one's at like the front desk. It's like this weird corner behind a automotive shop, and just so happens that that automotive shop is like partners with this plastic store. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, like cars and plastic. Anyway, so the guy totally helped me out. I was like, so I'm trying to make a stencil for tire letters. He's like, this is what you need. So I got this plastic sheet here. You can hear that. He said that's what I need. It's gonna be super easy to cut with the little straight edge that I have, and it's gonna be rigid enough to actually hold the letters like in place. So I'm thinking that this is gonna work really well. I'm gonna cut this in half, and then I'm gonna do the Potenza and then the Bridgestone, and hopefully you'll be able to see the letters, but it's like that kind of blurry look that I'm going for. So I'm feeling pretty good on it so far. So I'm gonna head home right now, cut this up, and start making the stencil, and we'll see how it goes. And then I think Jordan should be joining us shortly, and then I'm gonna try to make him do the same thing to his car, so I don't look like the only race car in the group. Anyway, let's do it. Now it's time for the hardest part, which is actually cutting this out to what it needs to say, which is Potenza and Bridgestone. This is probably gonna take me an hour and a half, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna take me a real long time. I have too much time and money invested into this stupid project, so I want it to turn out good. So I'm definitely gonna take my time on cutting out these letters. I'm gonna mock up our old stencil, probably Sharpie that out, and then start cutting. All right, I'm just gonna use our old template for this new sheet. I'm gonna Sharpie this out, then start cutting. It's been about 30 minutes. This is as far as I've got. It's gonna take a while. So it's legitimately been at least an hour and a half of me cutting out these letters. So this, I think you could see, like here's a Z. Like I might even give this letter to Steven. This is actual like clear plastic. It's kind of hard to see. Can you see it this way? See what I'm saying? Like that's a Z. So that's what I've been cutting out here. Now obviously I could spray through it and I have my stencil, but originally, like, you could see through here. I could put my finger through here, but not through here. So there's this like thin little layer above it that I did an outline first, then I took off that little thin plastic over it so I could see through. Then once I could see through the letter, that's when I started actually cutting out with the plastic, which was ridiculously hard. I messed up a little bit on the E, although it looks okay right now, but you could tell that like this one's a little bit shorter than that one. But I've been actually trying super hard on this. My last letter is this A, and then it's go time, then it's spray time. Here's my 2 hours of work. If I don't say so myself, it's pretty impressive. So here's the test spray. I think it looks better than the last stencil I made, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. I'm gonna clean up my tires, mask everything off, and then go for the spray. It took me a long time to get the paint off my hands yesterday, so that's why I'm wearing gloves. So now that we're all masked off, got this thing all mocked up, I think we're ready to spray. Let's do it. I think I said I'm ready to spray at least 12 times. You guys are probably over it. Okay, we're ready to spray. All right. I think that's the one. I mean, that looks really good, I think. Definitely better than my first go around. So there's number one, or there's number two go around. Here's number one. You could see I just didn't even do the O, didn't try to do the A. It still looks okay, so I'm probably just gonna leave it like that. But I think the second go around looks a lot better in my opinion. Jordan should be at my house in probably like 15-20 minutes, so I think I'm just gonna keep going around and doing it, and I think he's gonna like it, so we'll get his reaction. Okay, so I need your guys' help. I personally think that as of right now, with both sides done, one's at the top, one's over here, so what I need help with is deciding whether or not I should do the Bridgestone on the other side or just leave the one Potenza like that. So when I'm rolling, I feel like it looks more like a race car, because you can kind of see the separation of the white, and when you have a lot of white, it's just kind of, it's really hard to describe. But what do you guys think? Should I do the Bridgestone? Because if I do, it's gonna be another probably like 2 hours of me trying to cut it out, unless I could figure out a faster way to cut it out with that plastic, like a laser or something like that. Because I don't really want to do the Bridgestone, to be honest, because I think this looks pretty good how it is. Let me know what you guys think. I also finished this back, the passenger side, rear right here. I just need to do this one right here, but I'm waiting until Jordan comes. I think he's almost here to help me with the last one, just because it is pretty hard. Oh, and one other thing that I didn't film that I did this week is I fixed my headlights. I don't know if you guys remember what they looked like before, but they should look a little clearer, like basically brand new lights, because my boy Will, my friend with the RS7, he details cars, and he helped me like wet sand them and buff them and polish them to get rid of that like fog that I had on there. So the headlights look a lot better, and car's turning out pretty good. I'm really happy with how this build's coming along. So now we're just gonna wait for Jordan, and he'll help me finish this thing off. Jordan just got here and he drove all the way down to my car to see it. He's looking at it, he's looking at it. What are you looking at?
It looks really good, but I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk to you yet because I'm starving and I need food literally yesterday.
Yeah, on the road. All right, so Jordan's gonna roll right next to me and see what, god damn it, and see what I look like, and then I'm gonna have him hop in the car, and then I'm gonna film the car rolling, and we're gonna see how it looks just with one Potenza on there and not the Bridgestone. So let's do it.
I almost crashed.
Don't crash my car. Thank you. Woo-wee! It looks good. Okay, so I could say I am officially happy with how it looks. I think I'm gonna stick with the one Potenza for now. I kind of like how it looks when it's rolling. It kind of looks like more of a race car in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, now I'm kind of confused with the way that I'm going with my car. I don't know if I'm trying to go race car or stance or whatever, but I'm just liking the way it's looking right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Jordan is also gonna put tire letters on the Mustang right now. He's gonna do Potenza on the top and then Potenza on the bottom. So, well, I guess we'll see the difference in the coming videos, but go ahead and drop a like on this video if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace out.